Well, you'd better introduce me.
As what?
Oh, I don't know. As a wise and wonderful person who wants to help don't exaggerate.
This is,
Seize them! I told you not to exaggerate.
Hello and welcome to the first part of a three-part trilogy of the review of the Key to Time. In this part I'll be looking at the box, well, the artwork of the box, and the first two stories, the Ribos Operation and the Pirate Planet. Woo! Okay, so we look at the artwork. So this Key to Time box set has been released, well, it has two variants. It has the original one, what was the one with a bit of plastic on the top with like a picture of Tom Baker, and that just comes off, and it's done like the Key to Time, and it folds out to reveal the DVDs inside. And then there's this one, like a standard DVD box set for the Doctor Who line anyway. So the actual artwork is, we've got this white Doctor Who logo, Romana 1, who only did six television episodes, and has done some Big Finish audios lately, but sadly Mary Tam is now no longer with us, so yeah. We've got the Key to Time spinning towards us, and then we've got the actual Key to Time there. We've got this nice rippling effect there, and we've got the legendary Tom Baker. Okay, so then we've got the Key to Time, the stories in this box set, well, from the whole season. The Ribos Operation, Pirate Planet, Stones of Blood, Andrews of Tara, Power Kroll, the Armageddon Factor, and I like how it's specified that there are special features in this box set. This is a PG. The total running time, what it says on the bottom, is 625 minutes. That's not including special features. Then you've got the DVDs displayed there. Obviously, two are out. Yeah, on the side, you just got a small picture there, and what the stories are. I like how the box is done like the Key to Time. It's really nice. Yeah. So now if I just move that out of the way, and just enjoy Tom Baker there for a minute. So now if we look at the Ribos Operation, we've got this nice sticker stating that this is story 1 of the Key to Time. We've got a standard region 2 sort of TARDIS roundhouse there, Ribos Operation. We've got the sort of galactic sort of prince or emperor, whatever you want to call him, who has come to the planet to buy the planet off this planet salesman, who his sort of bargaining point is that this planet has a rare mineral. So we've got Romana and K9 there looking fabulous as ever. We've got the first segment of the Key to Time, and we've got where the first segment was sort of stored. We've got a turquoise Tom Baker banner, spine there, just move that out of the way, back. Nice sort of turquoise effect there. Do feel free to pause and try and read that. Just maybe better, a bit more. There we are. This story is by Robert Holmes. So you expect a good story. Total running time of this DVD is 98 minutes, of a story anyway. Yes, we look inside. The disc is really nice. We've got the first segment of the Key to Time there, with this nice turquoisey blue vortex, which is nice. Okay, so if we look at the features of the DVD and the booklet, so we've got the same again, Romana, and the first segment of the Key to Time. On the back we've got the chapter points throughout the 4 episodes, and we've got some pictures throughout the various 4 parts of the story. So we've got commentary, A Matter of Time. That's a 60-minute documentary looking at how they shaped the series and how the Key to Time came to be. Yeah. So we got the Ribos file that the cast and crew look back at the making of the Ribos Operation. Season 16 trailer, continuity announcement, photo gallery, Radio Times billings, and the coming soon trailer. Yes, so those are the special features. So now let's go into my thoughts on the story. Just zoom out. Yeah. Okay, my thoughts on the story are, it's a really good. I love the first sort of scene with the Doctor and the White Guardian, because Tom's casually flying the TARDIS, and boom, something's happened, and Tom's like, "Ooh, what is this?" And I really do like this because you're really curious about what's going to be on the other end of the TARDIS doors, and then you find out it's the White Guardian. Now, the White Guardian seems very relaxed about the whole sort of situation, and the Doctor just like, yes, yeah, I'll do it, as long as I can sort of do it on my own. And then that's when the bombshell sort of drops and says, "You won't be travelling alone. We've got a sort of Time Lord lady, Romana." And Tom's like, "Oh no, I've got K9. K9 can do it. K9's a fabulous. K9 can do whatever he likes. He's my sort of robot pet." And Tom's not really keen on the idea of having another companion because he thinks it's probably going to be a hindrance. But when he gets back in the TARDIS, he finds out that Romana has put a hole in the TARDIS, and he's like, "Oh, you've damaged the TARDIS." And he just starts stroking, and it's typical because all the Doctors sort of have this weird sort of, the TARDIS is sort of a Doctor's life, and so of course he cares about it. The Doctor and Romana have an upstaging sort of thing in the TARDIS console room. And Romana's sort of going, "Yes, I did so well at the academy, and you only just scraped through, getting that grade." And Tom's like, "Shh, shh." I don't think Tom likes to be sort of. Shown up, and he definitely is. I love the whole scenes on this planet, especially when it gets interesting when the Doctor's sort of being chased by the crazy sort of woman, because the Doctor has something rather important. I do like this story, but I don't think this should be an opening sort of story. I think this should have been placed in the middle. Because there are much stronger stories in the season to kick it off. But I do like the Ribos Operation. It is an enjoyable story. So now if we look at the second story, the Pirate Planet. So we've got a yellow sticker this time. We've got Tom Baker, the second segment of the Key to Time, the Captain, the robot parrot, and we've got some various pipes and a computer bank there. Yellow Tom Baker banner, spine, rather nice. Just try and read what the story's about. This story is by Douglas Adams, who wrote the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. If we look at the disc, we've got a yellow disc this time. So the special features are, well, just look at the booklet, there we are, and then the chapter points and some pictures from the story. Now we've got two commentaries this time, and I don't know if I said before, but I forgot, we've got the Key to Time, well, the segments of the Key to Time on the booklet now. We've got a Parrot Fashion 30-minute documentary looking at the making of the story, deleted scenes, weird science, a spoof on Doctor Who, continuity complication, Radio Times billings, production subtitles, photo gallery, and the coming soon trailer. So the Pirate Planet is a rather interesting Doctor Who story. The first two parts are very serious. I'll get onto that in a minute. This story has a brilliant idea. The basic idea is that this character, the Captain, is sort of transports a planet in this sort of hyper sort of way to get to the planet what they want to mine. But instead of actually leaving the planet what they've actually mined and now it's become an empty husk, that planet goes underneath the planet they're mining. So literally, it's a planet inside a planet inside a planet, and it just goes on and on and on and on. So it makes the planet stable, which I think is a very good idea. So if you talk about the Captain's little pet, the parrot, it's rather funny when K9 and the parrot have a fight, because it's really dodgy, two dodgy sort of Doctor Who props sort of battle it out, especially when the parrot's flying. It just is sort of, You just have to laugh. I don't know if Douglas Adams did it on deliberately or expected it to look to be quite a cool thing. Yeah, part 1 and 2, as I said, are very serious. Really do lay down the foundations of the story. But towards part 3 and part 4, the story gets rather sort of sort of comedic. Baker, well, if you've watched Miranda, that BBC One comedy show, Miranda often looks at the camera and says, "Oh, that's not good," and yeah. And Tom Baker does this, and this really does say that Tom Baker is quite a comedian doctor, and this sort of supports his doctor very well. Yeah, I mean, there's a very good cliffhanger. Well, not very good cliffhanger. Well, the cliffhangers are very dodgy, especially part 3 when Tom Baker jumps off this plank. Definitely a pirate sort of cliffhanger. Yeah, the jelly babies are featured quite heavily in this story. Tom Baker rips open a bag of jelly babies like a grenade and sort of throws them, like if the jelly babies are some sort of explosive thing, but they're just sweets, which I find is quite funny. Yeah, so this is a very funny story, even though I don't know if Douglas Adams did it deliberately, but I think it is quite a funny story. People hate it, but I just laugh, and it's one of those stories you could just watch and just, instantly makes you feel better because it's quite a funny story. Yeah. I do prefer the Pirate Planet to the Ribos Operation just because it's funny and it just says Tom Baker's Doctor off it very well. Yeah. The captain is brilliant, this sort of boisterous sort of character, and very bold with this sort of really deep sort of loud voice. Yeah, so I do like the story. The Doctor and Romana are getting on a bit better, even though there is a bit of upstaging, but that really does help the story go along. Yeah, so thank you for watching the first part of the Key to Time review. Join me next as I review the Stones of Blood and the Androids of Tara. So yeah, join me there.